Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Narcolepsy Boy here. Today we're gonna do another WWE Overrated Underrated edition. Today, first on the channel, a part of this collab of this series, taking the time out of her day. I will let her introduce herself and plug in all your socials. Let everybody know where they can follow you, and then we're gonna dive into some of these topics, man. Because you're the first lady to be a part of this series. So
Okay. What's up, everybody? I am Jack the Ripper TV, and I am a WWE content creator, also a niche in gaming and anime. You can find all my links in the bio. I have WWE shop links, also an Amazon link, and also a Razor link for all my gaming people out there. Make sure you follow me, keep up with my content, and a lot of things are coming soon. Thank you for having me.
as always, ladies got to go first, right? Beautiful ladies first. So I will allow you to throw out whatever first name you want to give me. Whoever you looking at the list and say, you know what, I need that take on this.
All right, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, a little underrated. I feel wrestling wise, he's probably definitely one of the best they have, like just bell to bell, pure athleticism, pure, in-ring skill for sure. There is a certain ceiling for certain people, so I think there are people who have very high expectations about Chad Gable that are unrealistic. But I can't understand the point of, people wanted him to be going through for the IC title because they did kind of build up that story for him, and then they gave it to somebody else, which Sami Zayn didn't really need it for that. But I'll say Chad Gable is a little underrated. He definitely could be used in a better spot for the mid card division. Like he could have been an Intercontinental champion. He could have been a United States champion. You know what I mean? Like he could have been a good mid card guy. So whenever he comes back, we'll see what happens with him, and we'll see what kind of direction they have him in when he comes back from his injury. But he's definitely somebody that could have been utilized a lot better. I'll say that. All right, first person I'm going to throw out for you. How do you feel about Bron Breakker?
Breakker.
Oof.
Roof. Okay, so honestly, I think he's kind of perfectly rated. I won't even put him under or over. I'm not that big of a fan, but fair is fair. I think he's really athletic, and I really do enjoy watching his matches. Honestly, Mike skills could use a little bit of better work, but I feel like athletic wise, and I do see him as a future world champion. I will say he's pretty even for me right now, not under nor over, honestly.
Kind of neutral in the middle. Okay.
I'm kind of neutral on him.
That's a fair statement. Can't hate on that. Fair statement.
Okay. Montez Ford.
Underrated, yeah, for sure. I'm a Montez. Montez also has a ceiling. I don't know if there's like world title in his future, if I'm being honest, because there's other people I'm looking at on the roster that are going to have higher ceilings than him. I'm looking at Oba. I'm looking at Braun, even Bronson. I'm looking even at Logan Paul, for being honest. Like those people are going to be utilized in higher spots. So splitting up the profits, I think, could be a good thing at this point, because it's like as a team, I don't think people are really interested in him as a team anymore. I think they want to see what Montez can do on his own. But I think Angelo is more underrated than Montez. I think a lot of people overlook Angelo Dawkins. I think Montez Ford obviously is the guy that screams more of a superstar within the group. But I think a lot of people are just overlooking Angelo Dawkins. Like he's gotten a lot better over the years. He's really, really underrated. I feel like, when you look at that tag team, they're a really good team together, but Angelo's, I've been watching them since NXT. So I've seen the growth of his promos, of his in-ring work, but Montez just has that star power that people look at. So that's why Angelo kind of gets pushed to the back a little bit. It's kind of like Jeff and Matt, Edge and Christian, those type of deals where it's like, you see the potential in Edge. Christian is so cool, but it's like Edge is, that's the star. Jeff Hardy is the star. Jeff Hardy is still good, but Jeff Hardy is, that's the star right there. So it's kind of one of those situations. But I feel like he is underrated. Maybe it's time to kind of break them up and let's see what they can do on their own. Next person I'm going to throw out there for you. You mentioned Chad Gable. Allegedly, they said he was El Grande Americano, but never. So how we feel about El Grande Americano?
Which one?
There's only one El Grande.
I think that's overrated. I think it's overrated. Storyline, all of it, it's overrated to me.
Come on, man. You're not feeling El Grande, bro?
I'm not feeling it.
Greatest luchador of all time?
I'm not feeling it. I'd rather watch.
Not even in AAA? Doing a AAA? Come on, man.
I did like that match in AAA. I just feel I don't know.
Come on, man. Come on now.
I ain't feeling over. I think it's overrated. I don't like the story.
What do you think Grande is though?
I feel like the story got really sloppy. So it.
Who do you think Grande is? Allegedly.
Right now, I don't know.
Really?
Right now, I don't know who it is. I don't. I have no guesses.
Is it kind of obvious for a lot of people?
I don't know who it is right now. It's so many. Okay, so here's a spicy one. Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Mm. I think Rhea's properly rated. I think people only overrate her just because she's in the world title scene a lot, but I don't know what people are expecting. Like, she's a top star now, so she's gonna get those positions. She's gonna get those opportunities. Like, that happens with like everybody. Like, I feel like people, they don't realize how much that happens for their favorites because it's your favorite. So I guess, you don't really look at it in a different way. But when it's somebody else you're not really caring much about, then it becomes an issue. You know what I mean? Like, people love John Cena, but how much was he in the world title picture? A lot. He won the title a lot. You know what I mean? Like, more than he probably should have, but he was living in the world title
never
scene.
seen. No,
he was in the world title scene, a lot. But he was John Cena, so he was gonna be in that position. He's the top guy. He's one of the top stars. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in the women's division, one of the biggest stars in the company. So she's gonna be in those opportunities. She's gonna get those spots. Same with other people like Becky and other people who come back and Cody. Like, those people are gonna be in those positions. Those are the valuable stars of the company. So they're gonna get those prominent spots. Rhea Ripley is good on the mic. She's very good in the ring. She's still very young too. Like, she hasn't even really kind of reached the peak of her career, for being honest. Like, she's only like in her late 20s. Like, she hasn't even reached the real apex of what she could really get to as far as her real potential. So the future is really, really bright for her. I think the only thing she is missing is just a good reign as a champion that she hasn't had. Like, all the time she was champion, it didn't really go well because she either had the championship and wasn't defending it and wasn't doing anything with it, or she had the title and didn't have it for a long period of time, So I just feel like she needs that good world championship reign under her resume because she's pretty much done everything else. She's very accomplished. It's just, I think people just overrate her just because she's in the title picture a lot, or was at one point in there a lot. But it's like, I don't know what y'all expect. Like, they've been using the same women for years. They dabbled some new ones in there, like Bianca was dabbled in there with the 4 Horsewomen, and Tiffany Stratton's been dabbled in there now. But it's like, they know who they want to use. That's not going to change. So Rhea Ripley, y'all the one that made her in that position too. The fans are the one that made her popular.
We did make her popular, especially during Judgment Day.
The fans the one that cheer for her. The fans the one that got her massively over. So
we wanted her. Yeah,
it's the same with Jey Uso. He got that opportunity because the fans did that.
Yeah,
WWE wasn't gonna do that. They didn't plan for that to happen. The fans are the one that made Jey as popular as he was. So it's just a weird thing to see, like, how the audience is the one that makes that happen, and then it becomes an issue when it happens. Y'all the ones that did it. You did it. Next person I'm gonna throw out there for you. Let's go with Dominik Mysterio.
Ooh. I
gotta think about this one. Interesting.
Because I have my current opinion on how they're doing him right now, but I'm going to be fair. I will still say he's still a little underrated. I was going to go overrated because I don't like how his current reign is being right now with the IC title. But I'm gonna be fair and factual, and I'm gonna say underrated. I think Dom is showing a very good classic heel. To my knowledge, he's one of the first people to go like double heel. Like, I haven't seen that in a while in WWE. Like, when he had turned on Rhea, that was really, and he sold me as an audience, like sold me completely. Like, so, and that takes a lot. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes it can get a little predictable a little bit. And so Everything that Dom has been doing when it comes to like the sneaky like wins and the aesthetic itself. I feel like he's really taken his character and really like went 100% into it. Even outside of WWE, like during interviews and everything, I feel like he's like done an amazing job. So I'll say underrated for Dominik. I've enjoyed. I don't like his current title reign at the moment just because of the I'm a big AJ Styles girl, so I was kind of upset a little bit about AJ going after him for like felt like 2 months straight, and then he kept losing and losing and losing. That kind of got me a little bit like, where are we doing? Where are we going? But I'll say that Dom is underrated still. I'll be fair.
Okay. All right.
LA Knight.
Oh man.
I feel like he's a tricky one.
I think he deserves the opportunity to get the push that the fans want him, because once again, the fans are the ones that have made him popular. They've spoken up about him, and he's good on the mic. He can have good matches. He has a good presentation. It's just they're choosing not to put him in that position for whatever reason. So I feel like for that, he's kind of a little overlooked. I feel he's a little underrated for the simple fact that if they wanted to make him a star, they don't really have to do much now at this point. Like, he is a star, but if they wanted to kind of stamp it and improve it, they don't have to do much at this point. It's already there. They just have to establish it, and they refuse kind of not to for some reason. So I don't know. Maybe they have different ideas of his vision. I'm not exactly sure. How do you feel? We'll go for a first lady here. How do you feel about Nikki Bella?
Overrated, man.
Oh, wow.
Overrated. Her and her sister, but I'll just stick to her.
Wow.
I think the Bella twins, I think they're overrated. I'm not gonna lie. When they got into the Hall of Fame, I had terrible things to say. Can't lie.
Damn.
I mean, looking back at her old matches, because I did go back and do some research on her, because I really wanted to make sure I was not speaking from a just not being a fan of her standpoint. I just don't find her entertaining. I don't find her believable. I don't believe anything she says in the ring. I don't believe her promo. Like, I don't believe her.
Interesting.
She's beautiful lady, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I think they're completely. I feel like I can name 15 more divas / women superstars better than them.
Okay. Bella Army ain't gonna like that one, but okay.
Let's go Trish Stratus.
She a little overrated. I'm only saying a little overrated just because she has the impact, but when she's come back for her second run, she did the stuff with Becky Lynch, which was good. She had a 5-star match in that steel cage. That was great.
I think, I loved it.
Her match with Tiffany Stratton was good. So her in-ring skill isn't that best, but those promos, man, those promos are not hitting, bro. It's very non-believable. When she made the promo about, her kid not knowing colors or something like that, that shit was cringe, bro. Like, her promo skills, not really hitting for me. Her character work was okay, but I didn't really believe in her as a heel, opposed to other people on the roster at that time. So for me, I just say a little, just a little overrated. A little overrated. Let's stick with another woman superstar, Kairi Sane.
I love Kairi. Underrated.
Okay.
Underrated. I'm entertained. I do think she needs to work on her promo skills. But I love Kairi.
Kairi Sane I like Kairi Sane too, so.
Yeah. I love her.
Okay.
Nothing bad to say about her, honestly. Work on promo, but
leave it at that. Yeah. Leave it at that.
Let's go a little controversial. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, man, you're not the first person to ask about him. A little overrated. For the simple fact, Brock is a weird case because when Brock is on, he wants to be good. He could be really good. But then there are times when it makes it seem like maybe he just doesn't care as much. And that's kind of felt in his matches and stories, which why sometimes they're so poor, because there's certain matches that he has that you feel like, oh, this could be really good. And then it just undelivers. And it makes you like, how though? Like, it just makes you feel like he's not interested in certain things. Like when he wants to turn it on, Like, bro, Brock Lesnar really, he could be that if he wanted to. If he really want to turn it up, he could turn it up. But it's like he doesn't always do that. It's inconsistency, that we're seeing. Like he could go out there and have a banger with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, but then turn around and face like Braun Strowman and face, Samoa Joe, and those matches are poor. But they had better stories going into that match too. So it's the very much inconsistency, with Brock Lesnar. I think the repetitive of the suplex stuff, when the Suplex City thing became so big, it was cool in the beginning for about like the first 2 years. Like the first 2 years, it was really cool. People were into it. But then it kind of just became a thing where it's like maybe he felt he doesn't have to try as much now. Like he just does that, and that's what works for him. It kind of felt like, all right, we want to see a little bit more than a suplex, bro. Like you can still do the suplexes, but we actually want to see a match.
Exactly.
We actually want to see you wrestle. So
yeah.
I say a little overrated for that fact. It's just the inconsistency of the things that he does. Like we know what he can be, but we don't always get that version of Brock. I'm gonna let's throw out another woman. How you feel about Becky Lynch?
Overrated.
Jesus Christ.
Overrated. I think you know this. I'm not a Becky girl. I've never been a Becky girl.
It's insane.
I feel like she does not have, like, other than tonight, I have not seen a match with her in a long time to me where she had true chemistry with her opponent. And it bothers me.
The stuff with Lyra wasn't good?
What?
The stuff with Lyra, they was cooking. Her and Lyra?
I feel like they didn't have chemistry. I swear I didn't. I was not sold on their feud, their match. I'm just now, like maybe 2 months in or 3 months in, I'm just now being sold on her as a heel. I didn't believe her. Like I didn't believe anything she was saying. I feel like
nasty.
But here's the crazy part. When she works with Seth, I believe her. When she's in ring with Seth, I believe her. I think she's great. And I can really get on board with her. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Seth girly, but like I believe her when she's with Seth. But when she's by herself and working alone, I see, like, to me, she just does not work well with her opponent. And I don't care for it. I don't care for it at all. I feel like her moveset also could use some work. Her promo is fine. I'll leave her promo and her mic skills fine. But
interesting.
I'm not sold on her at all. Like I feel like she's better than the Bellas, but no, I'm not sold on her. Chris Jericho.
Jericho is properly rated, I feel. People might have overrated him during his AEW stint a little bit with some of the stuff he was doing in AEW, like the learning tree and all the other stuff. But Jericho, one of the greatest at reinventions, stories, matches. Jericho, yeah, he's probably, he might be a little underrated, actually. I'll say maybe a little underrated. Maybe he doesn't get the type of respect that he should because maybe the latest stuff in his career. But Jericho was always very consistent at reinventing, knowing what the fans want, getting stuff over that works. Like, yeah, Jericho is tough.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I love Jericho. One of my favorite heels.
Let's stick with the women. Let's go with another horsewoman. Let's go with Bayley.
Ooh. I'm gonna say properly rated.
Okay.
Maybe a little under.
Okay.
Maybe a little under. I'm going by current Bayley right now. A little under. Okay. I didn't like how they was doing her these past couple of months when she was really going for the IC title. I do like where we're going now with her, with this kind of crazy, psychotic type of role. I like where we're going with that. I feel like they're adding some more depth into her character. I like her moveset. I like her promos. I'm gonna say a little under / properly rated. I like Bayley. She's done a lot for the women's division. Another lady. What about Ronda Rousey?
Somebody else just asked me about this the other day too. So Ronda was such a unique case because her first run in WWE was pretty good. Okay. She came back though and got worse. I was like, how's that happen? How you come back and get worse?
It was bad.
I don't understand. Maybe her heart wasn't in it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she didn't care enough to put in the effort, but she had one of the greatest debut matches ever. She gave Nia Jax 2 of her best matches ever. She had good matches with Charlotte and Sasha at that time and stuff, but I gotta say she's a little overrated, just for the simple fact, like, she came back and then her promos progressively got worse, her matches progressively got worse, her presentation got worse. Like, I don't know how you showed a lot of potential during your first run and then you came back and then you didn't get better. Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Let's go back to the guys. Let's go with my guy, man. How you feel about Omos?
Underrated. Had to think about it. Because I hadn't seen him in a while. Had to think about it.
Right.
I'm gonna say underrated because I want to see more of him. What I have seen, I liked it. I had nothing bad to say. I can't really remember his promo though.
Doesn't have too many standout promos.
Not to my knowledge. But I'm gonna say underrated. I would like to see more of him. I feel like we have a lack of like the monster kind of character. I would like to see that again. I feel like the last one we had was Strowman, and now he's gone. So, I mean, I guess you could kind of say Breakker would be like the monster, and like Bronson could be like, they could fit those roles, but they're not really using them as those roles. I would like to see, him be placed in that role on a more weekly basis. Like, I feel like they could, I would like to see him. I had to think about it for a second, but I'm gonna say underrated. Very.
Might have made up for that Becky Lynch.
And the Bella comment.
Might have made up for that Becky one. So okay.
Here's a tricky one for me. Sami Zayn.
If I'm gonna keep it a buck, Sami Zayn is, to be honest, Sami Zayn is underappreciated. If I'm really being honest, like, he underrated. Like, Sami Zayn only gets overrated because now he's maybe Hogan, I guess, to people.
He is.
But he hasn't done anything like Sammy Hogan-ish. Like, he hasn't won any world titles. Like, he's just been winning. Like, he's just been winning. That's it. Like, Sami Zayn, I feel the only thing that hurts Sami Zayn is the way they use his character and him winning certain matches that aren't for him. When he won the IC title, that wasn't his story to win. When he won the US title, they could have gave it to Jimmy Uso or somebody else instead. But that doesn't make him overrated, though. Like, the US Open Challenge, he's been having great matches.
He has.
One of the very good things on SmackDown, because SmackDown's been poor. He's good on the mic. Sami Zayn doesn't have really any weaknesses. Like, the only thing that people don't like is just how he's being used. I don't think that makes him overrated, though. Like, Sami Zayn at one point also was chosen by the fans and that bloodline stuff, that somebody that they wanted in a prominent position, because they are the ones that made that Sammy Uso shit over. But the timing wasn't right for Sammy's push, because that was Cody's story. That was the climax. So Sammy wasn't the right person for that championship opportunity, which is why, he did stuff with Kevin Owens and stuff, and that was cool. But Sami Zayn, I base this off talent, and talent-wise, there's nothing about Sami that's overrated. You want somebody to have a good match, you could put them in the ring with Sami Zayn, and he can give them a good match. Like, if you were to have a bad match with Sami Zayn, I'm not going to look at that match and be like, oh, Sami Zayn's terrible. I'm going to be like, well, how could you not have a good match with Sami Zayn? AKA, if we're being honest, Karrion Kross. Like, his matches with Sami Zayn were very poor.
Yeah.
That kind of tells you everything you need to know. Like, his ceiling is he has a ceiling. If he can't have good matches with Sami Zayn, out of all people, I don't really know what else, how much better you could possibly get at that point. We got two more left. How do you feel about Xavier Woods?
Ooh, good one. I feel like, can I talk about them as a fraction? I feel like
you said faction.
I feel like Xavier is overrated with New Day, underrated by himself. I want to see, I feel like his promo skills is really good. I feel like his in-ring ability, he never lacks charisma. He never lacks like physical strength in the ring. I really enjoy watching him. He's entertaining. I feel like he's underrated by himself, but when you put him with Kofi, I don't know. It's like, now at least, it's just it's such a, to me it looks like a bloody, like a muddy mess. Like, it just doesn't look clear. So much gray area with them. You don't know what's going to happen next. And I go back and forth with it. I like him by himself. I don't like him with New Day anymore. I'm over it. I feel like Triple H dropped the ball with them.
Oh,
Fumbled,
100%. Yeah.
fumbled really bad, and
Right.
it could have been an amazing story. It could have been like bloodline level amazing story with a complete redemption arc, but I don't know what happened. Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, that nigga's so overrated, bro. I was never a Del Rio guy, man. I never was a Del Rio guy. Like, I never saw what WWE saw him back then. Like, he wasn't terrible, but when he was getting like Royal Rumble wins and Money in the Bank and
Titles.
he was winning the WWE title. I'm like, come on, man, what are we doing, bro? Like, what do y'all see, bro? Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see what y'all are seeing, bro. I'm sorry, like I'm not seeing it. Like, fire theme song though. Theme song was banger.
I was like, the interest hit. I
Yeah,
love
the
the
interest was a
interest.
banger, but like
Interest was like top 2, like at one point.
there's ceilings for everybody. Like Del Rio could have made a world heavyweight champion, sure, but like when they had that 40-man rumble and he won the 40-man Royal Rumble, I'm like, that's the pick. Him, when he wins the Rumble, when they gave him the Money in the Bank and then he cashed in and became the WWE champion. When CM Punk and John Cena was having their feud, I'm like,
they pushed him to the moon.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe they tried to establish him in the community like they did with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, but he wasn't as great as Eddie Guerrero and he wasn't as iconic as Rey Mysterio. So I mean, it just didn't. It ain't hit for me personally. I ain't see it. And it was like, nah, he was not it, bro. He was not it. Last thing I'm gonna throw out there for you. You ready? Your former tribal chief, Solo Sikoa.
Ooh, Solo. Back in the day, like when he first came, overrated, but right now, underrated. Love Solo, actually. I want him to work on his promo just a little bit. It's like he's trying a little bit too hard in the Godfather role, like a little bit too hard. But I'm entertained when I see him come up on my screen for a promo. I am at the edge of my seat, like looking like, what's he gonna say next to the people behind him? Like I do enjoy Solo and ring ability.
Okay.
He's not the best to me in ring ability, but I think he's still entertaining in the ring. I feel like Solo is one of those truly like a story character versus like in ring ability, if that makes sense. Like he's really for the story. Like that's what he came in for, to like really portray and illustrate the story of what's going on. And versus just really like winning a match. I was happy when he won the US title. I feel like that was very well deserved because when Roman had lost to Cody and the bloodline story, continued with him, his chemistry with Paul Heyman to me was amazing. Like I think he did very, very well. Very well. I'm a big fan of Solo. I do want them to do more with him. I understand why they're kind of like in the gray area with him a little bit right now. But I really enjoy Solo. When he came out at first, was not that big of a fan. Felt like he was like too monsterish, like too much of like the powerhouse. But I'm a believer in Solo. I love Solo.
All right. Well, you had some interesting takes. I believe I did as well. I'm sure some people are going to agree and disagree. So make sure you guys follow her. Check out her social media platforms. You'll see all her socials on the screen right here above. And we will continue the series Overrated, Underrated. If you enjoy them, if you want to see other creators a part of this, let me know in the comment section below. I will do my best to try to get other creators on here that you want to see. And as always, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Click right here to check out the video for more wrestling content. You can click the playlist over there to check out the No Name Wrestling Podcast if you're interested to look at the podcast. Appreciate you. Finally made this happen. We took a while for it, but
I'm sorry.
we finally made it happen. We made it happen. So we'll definitely have to do some more stuff in the future, some different collabs. So if people like this, maybe we'll get you back on here for another one of these, or maybe a different episode of a different video.
All righty, thank y'all again. That was Jack the Ripper TV. Thank you.